Good morning.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Well, we need to find the other email, don't we? What's Claude's name again? Notes. Search. Google. Claude? Alright, never mind. So there's no new emails. So we didn't find out what nicknames people call each other.
You coming?
All right.
Nishanti is...
I miss barging into the Shanti's apartment. Alright, so... Hey, good news! Josie, you don't have to pay the artist anymore. You can just sell the paintings and keep the money for yourself.
Hi, Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea what the show was doing to him.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he? Oh, he grumbled a lot, but I thought deep down he liked the attention. Still, at least his work shall live on.
Oh, he's gonna be so famous now. His paintings are now limited edition. He's not gonna make any more, and so these are gonna sell for a lot of money. And then you'll be filthy rich, Josie.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
Sell it for 50,000.
That's business, I'm afraid. I feel bad for Claude, but, well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
50,000. Don't ramp up the price. Don't sell it for 5,000. Are you nuts?
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody, and now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so. What will you do with the money?
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Can I ask you some more questions?
I don't think so, Rosangela. I'm meeting with the buyers today, and I have to get everything ready.
Bye, Josie. Good luck with, well, everything.
Sure, bye.
Somebody bought this as well, really?
I'd better not touch... I've seen more of that. I don't think Josie would...
Alright, well, Josie is gonna be fine.
Yes,
Hi, me again.
go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes.
And you saw what happened?
Yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I don't know.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
So do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair.
2 men dead? That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have sympathy for Frank Lyons, but he died of natural causes. As for the artist, he was obviously unstable. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
2 people have died.
Yes, so you said.
That doesn't bother you.
Neither of those men have anything to do with us. If you're looking for a conspiracy, you're looking in the wrong place.
Joseph Mitchell.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
That name.
He was a...
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey,
Charlie.
Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living
A living legend.
So he calls him Charlie. But is that his...
Anything else?
I've given you the...
Have you... Have you ever... Do you know anything about...
Of course, you look.
Monique told me...
Monique.
Yes.
She's doing a great...
Why weren't...
Oh, we would just be in the... Art's not really our thing.
Well, thanks for...
Sure thing.
He calls him Charlie.
Oh yeah, she likes you.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think she keeps coming here?
Give it a rest, Paul.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around. These things are way beyond me.
Hey, when are we going to get a real company email address?
What's wrong with the one we've got?
Oh, come on. B-mail? Who is going to take us seriously when we only got a B-mail account?
It does the job.
At least we have a real internet connection, although I don't trust this wireless crap.
Charlie's
Don't know
computer.
what I could do with it. He's so engrossed in his book he didn't even notice. Must be losing my touch.
Hey, Charlie, is this wireless internet thing safe? I just read...
It won't get...
Then maybe...
Give it a rest.
Alright.
I don't float through things.
I can't stand this B-mail account.
What's the problem now?
I'm getting all sorts of spam.
Just delete.
Hey, Charlie, did you turn on the AC?
No, not me.
Doesn't it bother you that anybody with B-mail software can log into our email?
Only if they have your password, Paul. Just don't tell anybody, and you'll be fine.
Can't do anything with that. Either Paul likes to play or he wants people to think he does.
Hey, when are we going to get a...
What's wrong with... It does the...
It might be Charlie. I'm not sure though.
Modern art.
Hey, Charlie,
Of course it...
I just read...
It won't...
Then maybe...
Give it a...
I've got no idea.
Again?
It'll come up again.
Finally, the internet's back up.
You're impossible. It's tennis 53.
Thanks a mil.
What's the problem?
I'm getting all sorts...
Just a...
Charlie.
What am I supposed to do?
Doesn't it bother you?
Only if they... Just don't...
He must be the way out.
Tennis 53. Charles. No. Please enter the login. Well, this is capital. Capital Charlie. Yeah, no, okay, never mind. So... Meltzer's business card. Alright. So what do we have now? We don't really have much to go on.
Come on, let's...
All right.
I think we Alright, let's just check the locations.
Hi there. Got...
Sure, ask...
Have you ever...
No.
Any...
I don't know. If you want lots of artists...
Can you...
No.
So...
Nope.
Nothing new there. Lighthouse. Huh.
He's drinking from a coffee mug. It's got something written on it, but I can't see it from here.
We'll go bother him.
An old guy drinking from a... Not even a twitch. The mug has a company logo on it. It says Gold Tech? No idea what that is.
Why would that be a clue? There's a random guy drinking coffee from a mug and that's a clue? Ah, this game is just...
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten day to be out, huh?
I've seen worse.
What brings you out here?
None of your business.
Pretty cool lighthouse, huh?
If you say so.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
And who are you, may I ask?
Rosangela Blackwell, nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I'm curious about the lighthouse.
What makes you think I know anything?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like what?
Just anything unusual.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and look up Gold Tech and then come back and ask about Gold Tech and you know what I mean. Actually, there's the garbage room, isn't there?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Why is the trash... Why is this a thing?
There's nothing in here but...
Probably need to dodge someone. Alright. Search Gold Tech. John Goldwater deceased. The body of a man named John Goldwater was found by the Roosevelt Island Lighthouse. His father is reported to spend a lot of time at the scene. City Archive. Why would Gold Tech... Oh, this search engine somehow finds really obscure things. City Archive, murderers still at large. The search continues for the murderer of John Goldwater, whose body was found by the Roosevelt Island Lighthouse early last week. John Goldwater was the chief researcher at Goldtech, a local medical research facility. John leaves behind his father, Marty Goldwater, who often keeps vigil at the scene of the crime. Alright.
Come on, let's...
It's about...
Actually, do I need to search more? Maybe that wasn't everything. Notes? John Goldwater deceased. John Goldwater. Okay. Goldtech gives me this, but John Goldwater doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. Marty Goldwater. Nothing, alright, fine.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's...
So, when Rosa clicks on the coffee mug,
Oh, sorry. I was just curious about your mug.
Mind your own business.
she looks at it.
Oh,
Mind your own business.
Never mind. See, again, we have to use Joey to look at things, but this was established in game 2, so now I understand how that works. I still think that's a mechanic that needs explaining. But now that we know that it's a thing we can do, I just know to do it, right? But I wouldn't have known that before. Anyway, let's talk to him.
hi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
Well, you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
Cool.
How exactly was he killed? The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed. They said he was choked. But there were no bruises on his neck.
I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Do you have any theories of your own?
of course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Lazarus Technology.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius.
He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
Amazing.
So you think someone from Lazarus killed your son?
It's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? I've tried calling Lazarus, but they refused to talk to me. They eventually put a restraining order on me. At least John went to his grave believing he was a success, for all the good it does.
So you think someone from...
At least
Anything else you can tell me about John?
it was my son. He had his head in the clouds, but his feet were firmly planted on the ground. He wanted to change the world, and by God, he would have done it. Well, I'll be joining him soon, I'm sure.
Anything else?
No,
Have you ever heard of Joseph Mitchell?
didn't he used to write for the New Yorker?
Yes.
I think I've read some of his work, but it's so long ago I can't remember.
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe Gould?
You mean Professor Siegel?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Siegel. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in Seagull language.
For real.
Who knows? It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
Have you ever been to a bar downtown called the Minetta?
The Minetta? Is that place still around? Oh, I haven't been there for years.
So you know it.
I used to go there years ago.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Do you know Monique Stallman?
No.
Have you ever been to the Park Gallery?
No, I haven't.
Alright.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Lazarus technology. Search.
Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Lazarus was established to review and research various health issues, conditions, and diseases, and use technology to address them. For more information, contact us as 1-800-555-4554. Sure.
Thank you for calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3.
1.
Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation.
Of course they are.
If you would like to request a product catalogue, please speak to a customer representative. You have reached the General Office mailbox. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you shortly.
Well, okay. Meltzer Foundation, of course they are.
You coming?
It's about time. Let's scram.
The question is, how does the Meltzer Foundation control the Countess?
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
I heard that your...
Oh,
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
no, sorry.
Are you serious? You haven't heard. Okay, I need this.
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It is. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations. I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Scooter.